Hi, I'm Amy, one of the practitioners here at Core Healing, and today I'm going to demonstrate how an online remote emotion code session works via email. So on the left hand side here, this is one chart that I refer to throughout the session. This is called the types of trapped emotions. So these are 6 different kinds that can come up during a session. There's also 2 other kinds that can come up, a heart wall and a compound trapped emotion, and they're a little bit more detailed, so if they come up during a session, I explain them as we go. In the middle here, this is our emotion code chart. So this is a chart of 60 emotions that we use to decode which trapped emotion we need to release in the session. Over the side here on the right hand side, this is where I document everything that comes up during the session, so you don't need to take any notes because you're emailed a copy of this, and you're also emailed a copy of the recording of the session. So today I'm going to be working on our other practitioner, Matthew, but for an email session, he is not present. So the great thing about this is really good for busy people. You don't have to fit in an appointment. It's also a really good option for kids or teenagers. Our clients love this option because they don't need to drag their kids to an appointment, and kids don't have to sit there while someone's talking to them. So you have the benefits of getting the energy healing without having to go to a scheduled appointment. You can watch the recording in your own time. So today I'm going to be working with Matthew, and the issue that we're focusing on with him is a fear of failure. So we can focus on a range of different issues. We can focus on physical, mental, or emotional issues. So before a session, we get you to fill out a client intake form, and this is where we go through what issues you want to work on. Then I asked Matthew what the scale of the issue is. So this is how much it's impacting your life on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being minimal and 10 being most severe. So once I've got that information in, I'm going to connect in with Matthew's energy. So we need to remember that everything is energy. So today I'm going to be intentionally focusing in on Matthew. And when it's an email session, I have a photo of the person that I'm working on my other screen, and I focus in on their energy. So it's just like kind of dialing their energy number. So just like I would call someone on a mobile phone, I need to specifically dial their number in order to connect with them. And I know that connection's been made because I can hear them on the phone. With this type of energy healing, I intentionally connect in with the client's energy, and then the way that I check that I've connected is through muscle testing. So muscle testing is a form of biofeedback, also known as kinesiology. If you've ever been to a chiropractor or a kinesiologist, they may have pressed on your arm to get answers from your body. I do the same type of thing, but my body's energy needs is put to the side when I connect with my client's energy. So today I'm going to take a moment just to connect in with Matthew's energy, and then I'm going to do some muscle testing to check that I've made the connection. So with the muscle testing, I'm using my finger, which is kind of just like an extension of the arm, like a kinesiologist or chiropractor would use. So with my finger, when I ask a question, to get a yes answer, it stays strong. A no answer, my finger will go weak. So my finger just rests on my lap out of shot of the camera. So I've connected in with Matthew's energy, and I've checked that I'm okay to do this work with him. So what I'm going to do now is check, is there a trapped emotion that can be released around this issue of fear of failure? So as I'm working, I'm asking questions quietly to myself because I'm focusing on the energy that's coming through and sensing the answers with the muscle testing. Okay, so now we're starting off with an absorbed trapped emotion, which is this one here. So an absorbed trapped emotion was an emotion created by somebody else, and Matthew has absorbed it. He's taken it on as his own. So now I'm going to go to this middle chart here, and now I'm going to find out which one it is. This is trapped emotion of panic. So So sometimes this is all we need to release the emotional energy from your body. Sometimes we need a little bit more information. For the purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to find out a little bit more information. So this is the great thing about the emotion code and how we're able to do these email sessions, is because we don't need to find out more information. We don't need details, and we don't need to relive past experiences in order to release this emotional baggage. So I'm going to find out now what age this occurred. So Matthew was age 6 when he absorbed the emotion of panic from somebody. So now I'm going to find out who it was. So I'm going to start narrowing it down to who it was. So a female originally created this emotion. Female family member. So when it comes to the client intake form, you'll give us a little bit of information about your family, but not too much, because we can ask your subconscious mind and get answers from your energy. So in this particular one, it was a female family member of Matthew's who experienced the emotion of panic when Matthew was age 6, and he's absorbed this energy and taken on as his own. Now, a trapped emotion is a ball of vibrating energy about the size of a fist. And during this process of decoding, that brings the ball of energy to the surface, ready to be released. So we have the absorbed trapped emotion of panic. That energy has come to the surface. Now I'm working with magnets to release the energy. So we use magnets because they're a pure form of energy. So we're working with magnets as well as the principles of ancient Chinese medicine. So we're working in particular with the governing meridian. So this runs from the top of the upper lip all the way over the head to the base of the spine. And what I'm going to be doing is swiping with the magnet over my governing meridian 3 times to release this trapped emotional energy. So I'm going to do that now. Now I'm going to check that that's been released. And it's been released now. So that's how easy it is. Once we've swiped over the governing meridian, that releases that emotional energy. So whatever I do on my body as the practitioner, remembering my body's needs are being put to the side, and I'm in Matthew's energy body at the moment. So those releases, what I just did on myself then, goes through to Matthew's energy body. But don't worry, we can't read your mind or anything like that. So now I'm going to do another one. Okay, so this is a common trapped emotion. So as you can see on the chart here, these are ones that were created by you. So Matthew created this one. Emotion of shock. Age 7. He felt this emotion of shock because of another person. The other person was male, a friend. Now in a live session, this is where I could ask Matthew, do any male friends come to mind? But that information isn't important in order to release it. So that's the great thing. We don't have to relive past experiences, and we don't need to go into detail because our subconscious mind knows all that information, and then we can release it from the body. So we don't need to know any more about that one. So I'll go ahead and release it now. So when Matthew was age 7, he experienced the emotion of shock, and he felt this emotion because of a male school friend. Okay, that one's been released. So we have another compound trapped emotion in here. Of bitterness. This was age 26. This was directed at himself. Felt resentful about something. So we can narrow this down a little bit more if we need to. So finding out like situation, event, was it something at home, was it something work related, we can dive a little bit deeper, but then we also ask the question, is it necessary to identify more about this emotion? And if it isn't, we can go ahead and release it. So we don't need to know any more there. Okay, that one has been released. So there we go. Thank you so much for watching. That was just a little bit of a taster of what happens in an email emotion code session. So generally in a session we release anywhere between 5 to 10 trapped emotions, just depending on your energy body, because your body, once we've released those emotions, your body needs some time to process that emotional energy. So on average it's anywhere between 5 to 10 trapped emotions. And if you have any questions about anything that you've seen in this video, or you want to know a little bit more, make sure you send us an email. And thanks for watching. Bye.